What's up? I'm back. I wanted to talk about some stuff I was talking about on Twitter, and it's just our understanding of God. And I'm gonna get right into it. If God gave us everything we needed, why do you keep asking Him for more? If no weapon should prosper, why do you keep asking Him for more? Why do you keep asking for what's the prayer about? And a reason I guess I should say why I ended up coming up with this whole little topic. I was like, I had to stop wishing, I had to stop praying, I had to stop hoping, because wishing and hoping is the same shit. Honestly, if you're wishing, you're hoping. If you're hoping, you're wishing. And now, who you hoping and wishing to? Now you call it prayer. And then I already say how prayer is just meditation, because you talking to yourself, and then because God is in you. So if you want to talk to God, you just got to find Him inside of you, not in some church, not on top of a mountain, not in some tree house, like not in some in some sand with your feet like in the dirt. Like, nigga, you can be motherfucking in jail. You can connect to God. You can be like in a motherfucking trapped in a mountain. I don't know, bro. You can be in the fucking ocean. You can connect to God, because why? It's inside your mind. No matter what temples you got around you, no matter what anybody else say about you, if God is in you, you have the ability to talk to God in yourself. So that's what you be trying to do when you praying. Like, you be looking up and shit, because I mean, we think heaven is above us, but it's inside of us. And the more we connect to it, the more we bring it out, the more we find it. I talk about that. Now let's get into it more. If, like I said, we get our daily bread, like He give us this day our daily bread, why do we feel like we don't? Let's see how I should say it. I mean, I've already said it, but it's just like God gave us a glad bag and was like, hey, I know y'all about to go on this road trip. Y'all got an 8-hour road trip. I know y'all gonna be gone, or y'all gonna probably need this much, that much, this. I put all of it in y'all bags. Y'all don't need nothing. I made sure y'all got double, triple the amount of whatever you gonna need. Soon as y'all get on the road, hey, did you put this in the bag? Yeah, it's in there. All right, cool. You call back. Well, I can't find it. We all look through it, but it's just not like that's what you keep doing. You keep searching for God in yourself, and you be like, no, hello, God, this is his assistant. This is her assistant. Well, can you tell her to tell him that I need to speak to him? Like, that's what we start doing. We start creating other entities to talk to God, to get to God, and then we start realizing that it's not in us. In that same aspect, just think of what I was about to say. When you call God, talk to God, it's already in the bag. What the fuck I was about to say? Fuck. I don't remember. But in that same aspect, that's what we be doing. Like, we already got everything we need. We keep calling back. We keep bugging them. We keep trying to connect to Him when it's already inside of us. Oh, and it's like when we connect to God, when we do get to pick up the phone, hey, God, what you doing? Hey, whatever. You start talking to Him. You happy to connect to Him. And that's like being on a high. That's like God giving you a sign or giving you a revelation that you're connected. So you live on that for a while. You feel that personal connection for a while, but then you start getting tested. Get tested, and you start questioning that connection. And then you start to pray again. And then you got to start over. And not in the same aspect, because praying, you can talk to yourself. You can be mentally like, hey, let's get this. Come on, bro. Like, you can get past it. You know it. Just start thinking of shit that you've done before. Like, all right, we're going to get through it. Fuck it. We know it. God got us. I got us. Everybody, my ancestors. Like, you just start naming the people that got you. You know you back. If you got to even go that far, just know you back. Start gaining self-confidence. But as soon as you start praying and asking for somebody else to do it, for somebody else to give you self-esteem and confidence in the shit that you already got, because all the keys are already inside you. We just talked about that. So the only thing you got to do is realize you got the keys. You just got to look in that bag hard enough. Them hoes in there. You know how you keep searching your pockets, you looking for that coin or the key or some shit, and that hoe being there the whole time. You be like, God damn, bitch, what crevice? What, you was under some lint and a piece of receipt, nigga? Like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, that's what you be. That's what we be doing, bro. We don't be searching hard enough, and then we get mad because we think he ain't really leave it, like he tricked us or some shit. And that's our problem. Like, God, when He give us these signs, we live on that high, and it's just like, you know, when I take shrooms or something, like that connection feels so amazing. I feel so strong. I feel so connected. And then once I start coming down, I'm like, oh shit, I'm losing God, but I'm not. I never lost it. It was always there. Just my connection might have been a lot stronger, but I can build that connection, period. Because I even know from when I dream and shit like that, I be high as fuck in my dreams. Like, I be literally, like, having dreams where either I, like, smoked or already had smoked, and I can just feel it, bro. Like, I'm buzzing in my dreams. And that same aspect is like I'm connecting to my God in my dreams, so I feel high. But as soon as I wake up, I feel like I'm back in hell and depressed. And my boy was just talking about that when he wake up, he in hell. That's because we know we exist in two worlds. And I talk about we're existing in these two different worlds. We're going to create something different and create something new. And that's our whole fucking purpose. People call us fallen angels. I even just joked about saying fallen angels better remember our lesson, because in that same aspect, you could say we want to learn more, so we fell out of heaven to learn more. And say this, after all our ancestors and gods, the people we consider powerful, was just up in the heavens, and they're like, bro, we've done everything we can do to make this kingdom better. What's the next thing we can do? Because you always try to make your weaknesses stronger. Even though they gods, they still feel like they got weaknesses. So in that same aspect, just the same thing we doing here, making our weaknesses stronger, as above, so below, as within, as without. In the same aspect, they was like, what can we do? We've done 1,000,000 and 1,000,000,000 and 1,000,000,000,000 and one things. What's the next thing we can do? I got it. Let's forget that we've done that all. Think about that shit. Think about the things you had to go through from forgetting yourself. Like, it's so much harder. Like, bro, you had all this confidence and all this faith. Like, you built all this spirit and soul up and became this powerful thing, and now you're just going to forget about yourself. And that's why we have trouble connecting to our God. That's why we have trouble. That's our purpose. That's our path. That's our mission. We had to come down here and go through these lessons, and like we call it hell because we don't know that we can get through this shit with ease. Because like we said, it's nothing been put in front of us we can't handle. But the only thing that our only problem is forgetting that we're already taken care of. And if you look at the in Revelation, they talk about the book of life. Like, your name has already been sealed. Only thing you got to do is keep staying connected. Now, you can seal your faith with Babylon. That'll, take your name out of the book of life. But that's because you chose to do worldly things instead of, living by your God, in a sense. The best way I can explain it. But, or living by your path or your purpose. You chose another purpose or some shit. So you took your name out yourself. In that same aspect, that's our biggest thing, is just trying to remember that we connected and having faith in ourselves. Everybody say, once I had faith in myself, bro, it was over. I started doing this, I started doing that, and then just wealth just started coming. And, of course, that's literally what we're trying to do. Wealth is a part of it, of course, because I talk about it. Once you gain wisdom, once you gain confidence in yourself, bro, like, it's almost impossible to stop you on this reality. But if you can sell yourself out and do it the quick way, but you don't have no foundation and no roots, and you can live on that high, but that shit will come down because it's not backed by nothing that's eternal. I mean, the world might be eternal, but not the foundation that we build on it. Like, the nature might be eternal, like this shit gonna keep renewing, but we're not using nature, so you can't say that. But I mean, we use it, but not in the way that you know what I'm talking about. And I want to think what else I said. I wish you can like pause like your phone and then rewind what you were saying and then start again. Now that I said it, it'll be made. No bullshit. And then be like, hey, stick around. That's one thing I start, like, I'm so observant, bro. Like, the reason they put stuff on your phones where they can hear you, they don't give a fuck about listening to you. They're trying to create your heaven on earth. So you be like, man, I want simply lemonade, but I want it to be strawberry lemonade. It'll come around. It's happened for me. Like, a lot of things that I've asked for, like, physically, is came. And it's, like, through marketing and shit. Like, I say I want this, and you'll see it pop up on the screen and shit. It's because they're trying to create this world where anything you ask for, you can have, but on some other shit. I already got everything I need, dummy. I don't need nothing else. You can't trick me with this physical shit. But really, that's how it is. Like, you can start coming up with your own. Like, you can even create these creations and make billions off of them. But I'm not that passionate to make some computer shit right now. So I'm good on that. Maybe if I had, some other foundations, I'll get back into that. But I let other people have that sauce. I got better ideas than those quick fixes. And that same idea, I'm just being funny, but yeah, bro. Stay connected. realize your connection and stop really. Cause I don't know if I said this, but like if you constantly connected to God, you constantly talking to God, you live out God. It's like what Christians say, you constantly want to spread and be the spread love and the word of God and shit like that. And that's what you would do if you was constantly connected, because you talk to your God, so you treat yourself like a God, because you realize your connection. Then you start to truly treat other people like God, not in this understanding or hoping like if I treat you like God, maybe God, like I'll get treated like God. Like no, I'm a God, so I treat you like a God. Maybe it just you're a lost God, but I treat you like a God. I just understand, holistically what you are and your process. So I won't hate you, I won't love you. I just understand you. And that's the biggest thing, like with not really placing judgment on myself or on other people, because I don't know what your path fully. I can say I know your path, but you might end up becoming way more knowledgeable than me. So shit, I might be helping you up on some sensei shit, but the master be I mean the student always become better than the teacher. So at the end of the day, whoever I'm trying to help, shit, you might become better than me. So I'm not gonna downplay nobody just because you at a certain level now. Like I'm at a certain level now, and I'm trying to get past the people that's teaching me. So nigga, it's just a process of life. And since I'm a God, and I know we always trying to grow, I'm not gonna knock your light if you shine brighter than me. Hopefully, I can learn from the shit that I taught you, and that you learn from me, that I can learn from you. Just the cycle will continue, but it's of growth and understanding. But when we start judging people, and it gets difficult because we in this dirty ass world in Babylon. You gotta realize there's dead people, and then there's people that's godly and that's trying to either wake up or in that process. And it's a big difference, and we know those differences honestly. But like I said, God knows everything. God's in you, so you know everything. You just you're not necessarily, oh, this is the best thing somebody said. Sister Myra talked about this, and Bobby Hemmett talked about it. It's like your higher self is constantly walking over you like The Sims. And say you going to one destination that's like a couple miles away. Your higher self can see that destination and where you're heading, but since you got like shit in front of you, technically you can't see it. But your higher self will tell you from bird's eye view what's going on. And in that same aspect, you already know, but you just know it from the one perspective you're in, but you holistically know it if you connect to it and really believe in your higher self and its connection and what it's seeing. That's why we be having intuition and wisdom, and that's why they say we should trust it before we go through things. And then after we go through them, we be like, damn, I knew that shit was going to happen. And it's like, I'm sure there's many different possibilities that could happen, but even then, you know which ones are greater. You be knowing, bro, like we be knowing. I think, either Lil Baby or NBA Youngboy was like, I don't even get mad no more because I know this shit was going to happen. Like, bro, when we start connecting to ourselves and our intuition, bro, we need to start trusting it. Like, women's intuitions go crazy. And for me, I'm a Virgo, and I know how to connect to my feminine side. So I got good intuition, too. But it's all in us. Like, we all got masculine and feminine. And the thing is just balancing and connecting that God together. And, bro, that shit's over. Once you got a good balance of masculine and feminine where you're not mad to be masculine, and then you still can be emotional. Like, bro, women will love you, men will love you, like everybody will fucking love you just because you're honest, bro. Like that's why Jesus was so loved and at the same time so hated, because love and hate is a thin line, but polarities. But in that same aspect, that's why like people that become so famous is they got that same shit. You got that polarity. That's what people say. Like being famous ain't necessarily about being liked. In the same sense, liking, it's the same shit, but it's not necessarily about, I can't even say popular, but it's that same word, polarity. Like, you just got to have love and hate. You just got to be able to grab people's attention no matter what it is. And that's usually what happens in this world. Right? When you shining, like, people just going to look at you regardless. And whatever perspective they get, they going to get. And that kind of goes if they dead or if you dead. So, like, maybe they might look at you like a dead person and you shine in the wrong light. But that's just judgment and shit. Like, you never know. Perspective's everything. But yeah, man, we're constantly connected, bro, and we constantly can stay connected to that high. Like I talk about DMT being inside of us, the same shit that's in shrooms. So if we can raise our DMT up in our dreams and through activities and ourselves, bro, and just doing the things we need to do internally, bro, we can constantly be high. People be like, I live what they say. I'm naturally high. I'm like, I believe that. I be naturally high too when I don't smoke. It's a mix of both. I like both. Just who I am. What the nigga Future say, I'm trying to get high as I can. Hey man, I'm trying to sit on a different throne that ain't never been sat on before. And in that same aspect, my whole group of people are, bro, because we are all one in the sense of, soul or spiritually. But I'm out. I think I got everything out. Deuces.